Namaste friends. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about third law of thermodynamics. In previous lecture, we have seen zeroth law, first law and second law of thermodynamics. Now, in this third law of thermodynamics, we will learn who developed the basic theory of third law of thermodynamics, who was the scientist, then statement of the third law and the graphical representation of the third law of thermodynamics. So basically this law is about thermodynamic equilibrium. This law is proposed by a German chemist Walter Nernst, okay, during his research work in 1906 to 1912. Now, who was Walter Nernst? Okay, look at this left hand side. So he is a scientist from the Germany, and his full name is Walter Hermann Nernst. Okay, he born in 1864 and died in 1941. He was a German chemist and he worked extensively in the field of thermodynamics, physical chemistry, electrochemistry, and the solid state physics. Okay, his famous work is about the heat theorem, and this heat theorem are popularly known as Nernst heat theorem. Okay, Nernst heat theorem. From this theorem, the third law of thermodynamic was designed. Okay, so for this great contribution, he was awarded a Nobel Prize in 1920. Okay, he is a Nobel Prize winner scientist in the chemistry. And the Nobel Prize was awarded for developing the Nernst heat equations or Nernst equations. So let us understand what is meant by a third law of thermodynamics. Now look at this diagram. Okay, so this diagram is about a crystalline objects. Let us imagine a crystalline object. So this is a crystalline substance. So what is a crystalline? What is a crystal? It is a substance in which its basic unit cells or constituents have well ordered geometry or well ordered space. So all the constituent molecules, so these are the constituents molecule which are having a perfect order, okay, in their arrangement. So therefore it is called as a crystal. All the constituent elements have perfect order, and here, okay, so the order is disturbed. Order is a disturbed. Now look at this diagram. So when you go on increasing temperature to the right hand side, what is happening? Okay, so when I heat this perfectly crystalline substance, okay, if I heat them with the help of burner, then what will happen? The constituents or the atoms in this crystalline substance will absorb the heat. They will absorb the heat. Due to this absorption of heat, the internal energy of this atom will increase. When I heat a crystalline substance, then the constituent particles or atoms of the crystalline substance will absorb the heat. Due to this, internal energy of these atoms increases. When internal energy of this atom increases, then they will start vibrating or oscillating about their mean positions. So they will get displaced from their places. Okay, so there is a disorder, you can say disorder or disalignment. So what is the disorder? Disorder in the arrangement, and here we have orderliness. There is a perfect order. Okay, they are in line and they are not in the line, or they are not having any kind of particular geometry. So when temperature increases, the atoms absorb the energy, and due to this their internal energy increases, which gives rise to disorder in the geometry of crystalline substance, and this disorder is measured in terms of the entropy, and the symbol of entropy is S. So entropy is nothing but the extent of disorder in our system. Entropy is nothing but it is the measure of disorder in the system, how much this disorder is here. Okay, look at this left hand side here, all the atoms are perfectly arranged, okay, at the temperature 0 Kelvin. Okay, this is a 0 Kelvin temperature, and this temperature is called as absolute zero temperature. Absolute zero temperature, or it is simply called as absolute zero, and this temperature is equal to 0 Kelvin. It is not 0 degree, please remember, it is not 0 degree, it is a 0 Kelvin. So when we reach, okay, in this direction, when we reach to the absolute zero, then all the motion of atoms or molecule freezes, or other word is molecule comes in a ground state where there is no any kind of motion such as rotational, vibrational, electronic or transitional motions. All motion freezes, okay, they stops, freezes or the stop. Therefore the value of S is 0. So in this case, therefore at absolute zero, S is equal to 0. Now to the right hand side, when I go on increasing the temperature, what will happen? Just I said, okay, atom will absorb the energy. Due to this, their internal motion increases, which leads to the disorder in the atomic or the molecular arrangement in the crystalline substances. Okay, therefore here entropy is not equal to 0. What is entropy? It is the measure of disorder in the system. So this is equal to not 0. Now let's say I will call this here S0 is equal to absolute zero entropy, entropy at absolute zero, and entropy at given temperature this. Now this difference ST minus S0 is equal to SR, and this SR is called as the residual entropy. Residual entropy, it is called as the residual entropy. Okay, so what will be the statement of our third law of thermodynamics? So at absolute zero, the entropy of perfectly crystalline substance is 0. Okay, so this is the statement. So let us write down. At absolute zero, the entropy of perfectly crystalline substance is 0. Okay, this is a simple statement. The entropy, that absolute zero, the entropy of perfectly crystalline substance is 0. Now the entropy at any temperature St is given by the equation integration 0 to T Cp into dt upon T. Okay, this is a simple equation is given by this equation. Okay, entropy at given temperature is given by this. We can understand this equation with the help of graph. Okay, this is the entropy, this is the entropy third law thermodynamics graph. Here I will plot, this is a Cp is specific heat capacity and temperature. Specific heat capacity, how to define? It is the amount of heat required to increase the temperature of given object by 1 degree Celsius is called as heat capacity. If object is 1 gram, then it is called as specific heat capacity. If it is 1 mole, then it is called as molar heat capacity. Okay, so when I increase the temperature, what is happening? Atoms or molecule are absorbing the heat, or we can say that the specific heat is increasing, and so the graph is look like this. So this is the variation of heat capacities versus temperature for the third law of the thermodynamics. Okay, so let's say once again, the third law of thermodynamics, this is proposed by German chemist Walter Nernst. Okay, so he has given extensive contribution in chemistry as well as physics. Then he was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1920 for his works in the thermodynamics. Now this is simple graphical representation of third law of thermodynamics. Here this diagram is for perfectly crystalline substance. In perfectly crystalline substance, atoms or molecule or constituent have perfect orderly arrangement. When temperature increases, the atoms or constituent absorb the energy. Due to this, they will start oscillating or rotating about their mean position, so order get disturbed. Okay, and this disorder is nothing but it is called as the entropy. So in this state, the entropy is non-zero. In this state, entropy is zero. So when we approach from this disorder state to order state, okay, when we decrease the temperature, then we move from disorder to the orderliness state. Okay, so at absolute zero temperature, entropy becomes completely zero for perfectly crystalline substance, and this is the statement. At absolute zero, the entropy of perfectly crystalline substance is zero, and this is given by equation. The total entropy ST, okay, total entropy is equal to, or entropy at temperature T is equal to Cp dt by dt, and this is the graphical representation. Thank you for watching this session.